the privilege and honor of commanding 300 of our fellow neighbors and sons and daughters in Laredo sector. When I was in Afghanistan, training Afghanis, almost every day I would pray, day and night, for good Tex-Mex food. When I returned to Houston, I was then sent to Laredo, Texas to be the border sector commander. Be careful what you pray for. But I will share with you that I recognize as much as anyone how the federal government has shirked their responsibility in this broken immigration system. And clearly we need greater border security in terms of law enforcement, the virtual aspects of looking for people that try to bring traffic drugs or traffic human beings. Clearly that's something that has to be done. But political hoaxes for campaign purposes, like this drill now and gas prices will go down. Political hoaxes like building a border wall. And it's the same issue that when we talk about the Trans-Texas Corridor, it's the same fundamental issue when we talk about seizing people's land on the Rio Grande border by eminent domain in the name of national security. Putting a wall that will not work, 12-foot wall, and people are building 13-foot ladders. That we're going to see 250-something acres ceded to Mexico in the area of Eagle Pass, Texas, where they're talking about building a wall through portions of University of Texas, Brownsville. Texans that have had their land since the original Spanish land grant. It is just absurd. The kind of political hoaxes and gimmicks that these folks will come up with to do anything to win election. Now, just this week, actually yesterday, both in Fort Worth and in Dallas, I talked about health care, our health care crisis here in Texas. I talked about how we've got to have greater access, greater affordability, greater accountability and transparency in our health care system. We recognize that it's broke the system. We recognize that. On Wednesday, John Cornyn stated to the Houston Chronicle that Washington needed to emulate the state of Texas in terms of our health care system here in Texas. How out of touch can you be? It is absurd. Now, I suspect he's probably talking about himself, because you see, those guys tend to read the Constitution as me the people versus we the people. And I suspect he was thinking about his own health care policy as a member of the United States Senate, which, at a very minimum, I believe all Texans deserve as well. But our state has the great privilege of being able to boast that we have the largest number of children in the United States who are uninsured. We have the largest number of families in the nation who are uninsured. During Mr. Cornyn's tenure, both gas prices have gone from $1.35 to $4. But in addition, family premiums have gone up 79% since the year 2000 to the year 2006. Texas families in the middle class are hurting. Texans across this state are fed up. You see, what the Republicans don't understand is this. They believe that the way you stimulate the economy is that you give the bennies to those at the top, and somehow that's going to trickle down. I heard a senator one time say that they believe that if you feed the prize horse better feed, then the birds are going to eat better. But the fact of the matter is, the reason that we are Democrats and the reason that we have continued to prosper and the reason that the economy is good when the Democrats are in office is because we understand fundamental economics, that when you give the bennies and the tax benefits to the middle class, they have the ability to purchase. They have the ability in a wide swath to stimulate the economy. Right now, you read all the papers, the Wall Street Journal say, boy, we just hope people don't stop spending, because if they stop spending, we're all going to be hurt. But how quickly the government is to try to go bail out Bear Stearns or any of these larger corporations, Where are they when a Texan's going to lose their house? Where are they going to be then? When we've had all the malfeasance that we've seen and the incompetence in this government, where will they be then? We have to have a fundamental change in the way we govern. And that means that it's got to be back to we the people. Because when it is, we are the envy of the world. I was in church this morning in Fort Worth, and I talked about is fundamentally Matthew 25. What determines great nations of the world? In my faith, when the Son of Man returns, He separates the nation, the sheep, and His goats. And y'all know the rhetorical question. When I was hungry, did you give me to eat? When I was thirsty, did you give me to drink? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was a visitor, did you welcome me? When I was in prison, did you visit me? And when you didn't do that to the least of my brothers and sisters, you didn't do it for me. And we have lost our way as a state and as a nation because of people that fundamentally believe in me the people versus we the people. And we the people, as Democrats, here in Smith County, in Upshur County, in Cherokee County, have to stand up if we're fed up.
Hell yeah!
We have got to stand up.